Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So as I told you before in the video, today I'm going to show you when can you be paid less for the skilled worker visa. So in my previous video, I showed you the new rules for skilled worker visa which are effective from 4th April 2024. So in that video, I showed you the salaries required for each occupation code. But at the same time, I told you that there are several instances where you can be paid less than the going rate tables figure or 38,700. So that is what we are going to look through this video. So we'll have a look in the UK government website skilled worker visa page. So you know how to go to the skilled worker visa page. So this is the place where you are directed when you go to skilled worker visa in government.uk website. So when you scroll down in this page, you can go to the place where you find you can be paid less. So here it is, when you can be paid less. If you do not meet the usual salary requirements and you do not work in healthcare or education, you might still be eligible if your salary will be at least £30,960 per year. So this healthcare and education is a separate part which we will discuss later on. So there are lower rates for specific healthcare and education jobs as well. So this website has given a list of occupations for that healthcare and education as well. But now we are not going to look into that, but we are going to look into the situations or cases where you can be paid less other than healthcare or education. So you can click on check when you can be paid less link here, so that you will be directed to this page. So it says you might still be able to apply for a skilled worker visa if your job is eligible but your salary is less than the standard salary requirement of £38,700 or your job's standard going rate. So you can be paid between 70% and 90% of the standard going rate for your job if your salary is at least £30,960 per year and you meet one of the following criteria. So the first thing you have to understand is you should be paid at least £30,960 a year. So simply you can be paid less than the standard going rate if you meet one of the following criteria. So first one, your job is on the immigration salary list. So if you are doing a job which is given in this immigration salary list, so you can be paid less than 38,700. So you need to click on this immigration salary list to see whether your occupation is in the immigration salary list. So that is one option available which you can be paid less. And the second option is you are under 26, studying or recent graduate or in professional training. So that is the second option where you can be paid less, which I am going to focus more on this video. And then the third option, you have a science, technology, engineering or maths PhD level qualification that's relevant to your job. So if you have a relevant PhD level qualification in any other subject, your salary must be at least 26,100. So that is the third option. And the last option, you have a postdoctoral position in science or higher education. Okay, out of these four options, if you satisfy one of them, you have the option to go for a discounted salary. Okay, let's have a look on each of them, especially the second option. So the first option was your job is on the immigration salary list, which is explained in this section of the website. So the immigration salary list is a list of skilled jobs which have lower salary requirements. So it says here itself, it's clearly mentioned that it is the immigration salary list are for occupations which need lower salaries. So here they have given the links for the standard going rate for the jobs in the immigration salary list as well. So you can click on these links and find out the relevant salary for your occupation. Then if you move on to the second option available for lower salaries, that is you are under 26, studying, or a recent graduate, or in a professional training. So this is mostly applicable for many students who has come to the UK as immigrants on student visa. So it says you are currently in the UK on a student visa, studying at bachelor's degree level or above, or you have been in the last 2 years and a student or visit visa was your most recent visa. Okay, so according to this clause, this condition is applicable for many of the immigrants who came to the UK as students. So simply, this is applicable for anyone who is already in the student visa or in the post-study work visa. So if you are in student visa or post-study work visa, you can go for the discounted salary when you are entering into the skilled worker visa. So it means you are still studying or you have completed your degree within the last 2 years, you are eligible for the discounted salary. So then we'll have a look on how much you should be paid under this exemption for normal going rates. To check it, you can go to this link where you can see check how much you will need to be paid to qualify for this visa. Click on the link and you will be directed to this page. Then you can click on this link to go for the salary table for the discounted salaries. If you scroll down, you can see this table where they have given you the occupation code and the relevant discounted salaries. So as we discussed in the previous video, the going rate table, the format is similar to the going rate table. So starting with occupation code, then job type, then related job titles, and then you have 2 columns for salaries. The first one, annual salary, 70% of standard going rate, which means this is the column applicable for anyone who received the COS after 4th April 2024. And the last column is annual salary, 70% of lower going rate, which means the column applicable for the employees who received their COS before 4th April 2024, which means before the update of new visa rules for skilled worker visa. So I think most of you will have to look at the first salary column, not the last salary column. That means you got or you are planning to get your COS after 4th April 2024. Okay, so if you meet the criteria which I explained before, then this is the discounted salary you are eligible for. So you can scroll down for your occupation code and you can find what is the discounted salary that you need to be paid, right? So you can see it here. So it is different for different occupations, but when you are scrolling down, you can see that the minimum salary under the discounted salary is 30,960. You can't find any figure less than 30,960 in this discounted salary column. So simply it means you should be paid at least 30,960 under this situation as well. So sometimes it is greater than 30,960, which means the 70% of your normal going rate is higher than 30,960. Anyway, you don't need to worry about the calculation. You can have a look on this table, because the discounted salary for each and every occupation which are eligible for skilled worker visa are included in this table. So have a look at this table and confirm the salary you need to apply under discounted salary. Okay, hope it is clear for you about the discounted salary. And there's one more thing I need to emphasize. If you go back to the previous place where the conditions were explained to be paid less, and I told that if you are a student or under post-study work visa, you are eligible for this discounted salary. But one more important point that you should know is what is mentioned here. Your total stay in the UK cannot be more than 4 years if you apply for one of these reasons. This includes any time you have already spent in the UK on a graduate visa. This simply means you can have the discounted salary and be in the skilled worker visa for a maximum of 4 years after you finish the degree. So from the date of the completion of your degree, you are entitled for 4 years under this discounted salary. But let's say you enter to your skilled worker visa at the end of your post-study work visa, which means you have already spent 2 years after your student visa in your post-study work visa. In that case, you are eligible to be paid less only for another 2 years, making it up to altogether 4 years after your student visa. I hope this point is clear for you guys, and hope you enjoyed the video. Keep the channel subscribed for more videos like this.